Hi everybody, welcome to Wool and Wine, episode 18. I'm Tammy.
I'm Claudia.
I'm Janet.
So today is a very special episode. We're here with Pia Trans from Fiftyfabulous supporting her knitathon. That is so exciting for us.
Yeah,
it's like my
sure
face
is.
is going to break from smiling so hard about it. All right. So welcome everybody. We're so happy to be here with Pia today. So we're filling the 8 o'clock time slot, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we've got some really great things to show you today. So
Yeah.
do you want to tell everybody where we're from?
We're from Bellbrook, Ohio. So that's a suburb of Dayton.
And welcome everyone, existing viewers and new viewers. We
Right.
love our viewers.
We do. We do. Thanks again for all your fabulous comments from last time. And I guess we're probably going to have some new viewers this time who haven't seen us before because it's going to be Pia's viewers.
Yeah.
So welcome everybody. We're going to go ahead and do a mostly typical episode. We'll start off with what we're wearing. We'll talk about our finished objects and whips because we have some, and potentially I actually have a couple of sweater surgeries that I wanted to talk about because you don't always get things right every time, right?
That's true.
And since, we are the bosses of all of our knitting, we can make edits as we go along. So do you want to go first with what you're wearing?
Oh, sure. I am wearing...
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
We want cheers.
We need to do a cheers.
we forgot we're
first.
Wool and
Yes.
Wine.
Wool and wine and cheers to Pia.
Yeah.
That's
delicious.
It's excellent, as always.
Right. Wow. So, okay, now you can go first.
Okay, I am wearing the home cardigan by Cadre. And I use Juniper Maroon Farms Moonshine in the colorway Feldgrau. Kind of a strange name. Anyway, and I am also using McMullen Fiber Company Fluff. It's called French Green, and it's a mohair. So I showed it to you guys when it was in process and once it was finished, but I don't think I've worn it for you. So
That's gorgeous.
here we are. And I changed the buttons because the buttons I had, although they were gorgeous, they were just too heavy for this fabric.
And
So
those look so good on it too. It looks
Yeah,
like they
really
should have always been there anyway.
Right.
I bet Feldgrau is field green or something.
oh, that could be.
And it's a different language, which might be why. Why we didn't get it. Oh, somebody out there knows. And
I'm sure you'll tell us, right?
that is so pretty.
So yeah, the sleeves are a bit long.
Yeah.
So I have them rolled up, and I know they're probably like the pattern is.
Actually, that's how she wears
Because
them.
that's how she wears them. I'm not so wild about my. See, if I stand, you can see that's like down to my fingers. So
Yeah, it makes it look frumpy on
yes,
us mature women. It looks all cool on those young girls.
young girls where they like all these. Yeah,
Right,
they
right.
like all of that.
But it looks perfect with them flipped up.
Yes,
Love that.
Yes, I might want to tack those down though, so they don't keep flipping down.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I think that would help a lot.
Yeah, it can't be that hard.
No.
Just in a few spots, maybe.
Yeah, and it's so warm. Yeah, it's extremely warm.
So
I
is that worsted with mohair?
It's worsted with mohair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's very soft. Although I do think doing a cardigan and it's really soft it makes this part not lay as nicely as it could.
Right. It doesn't have as much structure.
Right. Yeah, and I guess I could, if I wanted, get a tape and, sew it on the back there to make it hold better.
Right.
But
It looks gorgeous.
I think it does too.
I don't think it looks like it's drooping.
No.
When you had the heavy buttons on it, it did.
Oh
because
yeah.
They were heavy. I mean, they really were heavy.
They were very heavy. I couldn't get them to stay on
I bet it was a half a pound of buttons. I mean,
Maybe. Don't weigh yourself.
right. Don't put that sweater on and stand on the scale. But it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, the only thing I would say about the yarn, and I love the yarn, and I love the contrast with the mohair, but the mohair has more variegation in it, and so you don't really see it against this, which is really kind of a shame.
Oh, so you're saying if you wasted a variegated mohair on a darker color?
I
Is that-
guess, but I tried it on a lighter color, and I didn't really.
I think it's beautiful. What
It
it
is.
shows from here, you can just see pops of a
Color.
rosy color in
Yeah,
it.
because that's what's in it. Yeah. But I love it anyway. I wear it around the house a lot, especially if I get cool or something. Yeah, that's why they call it home cardigan.
Oh, right.
You wear it around home.
Yeah. Well, I've got 3 that are similar. They don't have buttons on them, and they're it's my house coats.
Oh yeah, this I wear a lot. Yeah, I really like it.
Well,
so.
it's perfect on you.
Thank
It's amazing, and it's so your color.
Yeah. Yes,
Yes.
it is.
It almost is like a green gray, kind
Yeah.
of like a
Yeah, it is.
and it's
I'd call it sagey green.
yeah.
Maybe.
What is that plant? Something ear, lamb's
Oh,
ear.
the lamb's ear.
It sort of has that look about it because of how the mohair adds that fluff to the outside of it,
right.
with it being that sagey color. It looks like it's that. Oh gosh, it is that soft.
It is. It's very soft. And it's like if I wear it out with friends who are like hugging me and they go,
Oh my gosh.
"Oh, I'm just gonna stand right here."
Yeah. I'm gonna stand here for just a minute.
Yeah, and then others are like, "I want one of those.
Right.
Will you make me one?"
That's like,
no. Sorry.
These guys used to do that to me, and I said no, but I'll teach you how to knit.
So true.
Honey, I don't even remember that, but that's been a long time ago.
I know, right? Right. So,
So yeah.
what are you wearing?
I am wearing the Avalanche by Heidi Kermeyer.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh, so good.
Yes.
So good.
So on this one, I used a yarn that's been discontinued. It is the Cloudborn Fibers Wool Bulky Natural. So it is a bulky weight. The color of it is River Water. And I really like the color. It's very
beautiful.
denim-y
Yeah,
looking.
it looks great with your blue jeans.
It does. It does.
Thank
It's
you.
gorgeous.
This is my second Avalanche I've made. So I really like them.
Yeah.
They're a fun knit.
They are a fun knit.
I'll tell you what, that
And-
yarn looks so good. It's perfect for that kind of pattern. Mm-hmm. You did a good
Thank
job,
you.
Miss Janet.
Yes, she did.
So I started out as I was going to make the medium 2 because that's what I made for the last one. It was a 42 inch. And as I was knitting along and separated for the sleeves, I only had the right amount of stitches for the medium 1. So, which is the 39 inch, but it ended up being perfect on me, and I really like it. The other one is a little more oversized,
Yeah.
a little bit, but it's still really nice, and I love them both. With the little holes that are in the sweater, you really kind of need to wear like either a blouse underneath, which looks really nice, or like in my case, I got a tank underneath.
Is it a black
'Cause-
one? 'Cause
Yes.
you can't even really see it.
It is a
doesn't
black
even
one.
show. I know. I'm like,
Right.
so
So,
that color looks really nice on you too.
It does, yeah.
thank
Well, it matches
you.
her eyes.
I know.
Look
I
at
was
that.
gonna say it brings out the blue of her eyes. Yeah.
Wow.
You're doing.
I recommend.
Yeah.
The yarn
Yes.
has been discontinued. This yarn colorway, but I'm sure there's so many more.
Cascade has a really nice high twist, bulky. I don't think it's 220. It's it's wool. I don't know. Never mind. You all know where to buy yarn.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my gosh. So should I talk about what I'm wearing now?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is the Goldenfern by Jennifer Steingass. And I knit this some time ago. Look at that. Oh.
That is so beautiful.
It is so good. I knit it a little short. I cropped because I really wanted the ferns to stop right at a certain place. So this is the 40 3/4 inch. It is the size C, like Charlie. And I did this in Holst Garn Super Soft. So this, I have a cone of the Prussian blue. And I love Super Soft. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's soft.
It
It's
is
so
soft.
much more softer than it is when it's in the
Yeah.
cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only blocked this one time. I knit it a couple of years ago. So the Prussian blue and then Sunrise and Ember are what the colors that I blended for the sleeve. And there's one other gold in here. I can't even, it's on my Ravelry page, but I needed a third color to kind of blend to make them lighter as they go up. And I just had some scraps of something, probably a Knit Picks, something that was in there. But I love it. I did make a modification. There was something about the wheat, the ferns.
I thought you did something down in here.
I made them, I altered the pattern so that these little top parts of the wheat went out a little bit further because it was such long floats. And it was super easy to do. You know, all I did was just color in a couple more places. Since I did this, I learned about something jacquard, ladder back jacquard, which if I knit this again, which I really honestly, I love the fit of it and everything about it. And I have Super Soft in gray, a couple of cones of gray, and oh, what slow, the SLOE color. Oh
It
man.
has a beautiful burgundy color.
That would be gorgeous.
So there may be another one of these because who doesn't love a fingering weight sweater, you know?
Yeah.
But love it. So, okay, Pia, this one's for you. We're going to take a quick break and change clothes. And we'll be right back with you because we've got some of your sweaters that we've knit and we're excited to show everybody. So we'll be right back. Okay, so before we actually put on our tops that we've knit or are working on from Pia, we have a giveaway that we would like to offer. So we made bags. We have these amazing project bags, so no pockets, but we're also not sewists. They're just really perfect
They are.
for sweater
are.
size, right? So
They are great.
it's denim and this wonderful cotton with llamas or alpacas.
Let's call them alpaca.
Whoever wins,
Alpaca.
you get to alpacas. You get to decide what they're actually called. So we thought, since this is Pia's show, and you know we're just kind of stepping in for a minute.
Yeah.
What do we want? What do we want the comments to be?
Pia Trans
Favorite Pia Trans pattern.
favorite
Yeah.
pattern.
Go out and take a look at all of her patterns on Ravelry or on her own website. and tell us which one is your favorite, and we'll do a search next time we get together and do it online. So don't let one of those bots trick you up. We will not announce in a comment. It will be actually live on our next podcast that we record. So you'll hear us say your name and we'll put your name up on the screen. Everybody in the world, you're all welcome to join in on this. Right?
Yep.
So we'll ship anywhere. It doesn't matter. We're happy to do it. And we're just grateful for Pia to be so kind to let us come and entertain you for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, just leave a comment, like and subscribe because we can check, and give us, tell us what your favorite Pia Trans pattern is, because we've got our favorites. You'll see in just a minute. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, we're back. And we're wearing some of Pia's own designs, which is so exciting. So
it is.
do you want to talk about what you're wearing
Sure.
first?
And I did not finish mine. I was working on another sweater for a trip I'm going on, and so I didn't have time to finish it. But it's done enough so that I can show you how beautiful this is. And this is First Snow, and you know it's by Pia Trans. And the yarn I am knitting with is Silk City Fibers Cotton Bamboo. In the colorway, it's a light green is what it says on the cone. And then I'm also using Susurro, Malabrigo Susurro in the colorway Paris Night for the color work. And here it is, see?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, I tell you what, she's really good because she has some really fun ways of doing increases. And then, so a lot of designers who kind of do even front stitches and back stitches, well, she had you add more to the front than the back.
Well, we usually have more in the front than we do at the back.
Exactly. And sometimes if the sweater we're working on is too big, then we make that adjustment and put more in the front than the back. And so I didn't have to do that with her. So
That's so cool.
that is cool. So
That's gorgeous.
anyway, I am loving this. And this, here's the yarn. Should show you this yarn. Hopefully you can see it's a really pale, icy green. And this is the Malabrigo Paris Night. And OMG. The only thing I'd say about this yarn is it's a little splitty, but it is so soft and it's so drapey, and it feels so good.
The color's accurate when you're sitting back here. When you get up close to it, it sort of blows out. But doesn't it look like it when in the viewfinder? Yeah. So that's really close. It's like a celadon or something, like a super pale. Super pale, gorgeous.
Seafoam or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like a cool mint.
Yeah, mint, light mint, I don't know, but it's
gorgeous.
and I love the color combination with the blue and the light green, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect. And I did modify this because Pia had all the pattern out. It was more of an outline.
Yeah.
And I decided to fill it in. So
You wanted the blue just to use up more of your scraps, really.
Yeah. But I really like the way it's turned out.
It's gorgeous both ways. So, my goodness.
I know.
Way to go, Pia.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
2 thumbs up.
All right, Janet, what do you have?
So I am wearing the Be Beautiful by Pia Trans.
Oh my. Oh,
You got your bees.
your bees
Yes.
are showing.
And I put a bee on each sleeve. Just because I love those bees so much, I wanted to highlight it somewhere else. And
Good
each
idea.
sleeve was like, this would be perfect. So I'm loving it. It's got this beautiful lace detail on the bottom, and it's just
the
perfect.
neckline is
Yeah, it looks like a
perfection.
perfection.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the size 3, which was the 40.7 inches, and it just, I was on gauge.
Yeah. Oh my
And that matters.
Yeah, it does
It
matter.
does.
So I used 2 different yarns held together. I used a lace weight, which was the Juniper Moon Farm Finley in the colorway Fresco. And I held that with the Sheepish Creations. It was a alpaca linen silk light fingering in colorway Natural. And it created this really nice, soft and silky garment.
It's gorgeous. And as soon as it warms up a little bit around here, that's going to be
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yes.
great.
that'll be a
Yes.
good staple.
Such a beautiful
Oh my.
sweater to wear.
Yeah.
And you feel absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And you look beautiful.
Yep, in it. All right, so should I go?
Yes.
Alrighty, so I'm wearing the Scrappy Striber, also by Pia Trans. And I am loving this. I mean, come on.
That is beautiful.
Look at how can you go wrong
Right.
with all that? Ah, I love, can you see the little detail
Yeah,
when
I
she
love
changes
that.
color? Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes.
So I knit the 43.5 inch, and I don't know what size that was along, but I figured for summertime, you kind of want it to be a little oversized, and that one looks, they all look just a
Yes.
little bit. So I used 4 different yarns in here, and it's supposed to be scrappy, but all of my scraps were wool. And in Ohio, in southern Ohio anyway, where we are, it gets hot and humid real fast in the summertime. So the yarn that I'm using is mostly cotton with some hemp. What did they call it? Something from hemp. Anyway, it's cotton and hemp, I think. And so it's very drapey and lightweight and all the
Oh,
things.
so soft.
But I bought it. So it's Purl Soho Santolina, and I highly recommend it. If you have access to Purl Soho yarn, I highly recommend this. When I was knitting it, I said, I think I want a whole sweater in probably this gold color and maybe this orange. I don't know, maybe all the colors, because it's that good. So the dark color in the neck is well water. The orangey color is called Robin Redbreast. The gold color is Golden Pollen. And then the beige is Beige Bunny. I just love the names of those.
Yeah.
So, Pia, you knocked it out of the park with this one. And I love it. I want to knit that, and I want to knit that, and they want to knit this. So you'll see some more of these in our future. We just have to
Yeah.
get out there and buy some more patterns and get going on them. But oh my gosh, thank you so much for such gorgeous patterns.
Yes, and she has so many other gorgeous ones that
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
make as well.
Right,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right. So if you haven't purchased these, get out there and do it, or go give them a look. Go to our Ravelry pages. I know mine is updated with like all of the quantity of yarn that I used in this, and it hardly took any. The most was with the dark color, because I used it at the neck, the cuffs, and the hem, and I made sure, that with 4 colors, I used it every 3rd stripe. So, but man, this would eat up scraps like crazy. I'm also considering doing a wool version with long sleeves.
Yeah, I think that would be
Because
beautiful.
The fit is so perfect the way she does the increases, I'm telling you, it's just brilliant.
It is.
And I think it would be so good in any kind of, well, any of my scraps of the wool yarns. And I've got a lot of those that would make a really good long sleeve one. That would be really cute long sleeve too. And it'd be super easy. Like for color work, long sleeves.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So more of these in our future.
Yeah,
so do you have other finishes?
I do have a finish, yes.
Okay.
And this is my daily pullover by Paula Piera. And the Purl Soho linen quill in the colorway Fresh Pickle.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is what I've been working on trying to get finished because I'm going on a trip and I decided I really wanted to take it with me. But I'll tell you this, you know, when you block this yarn, it's like the drape comes out on it big time. But I there's a close up of the yarn, all knit. It's an easy pattern, and I don't know. Oh, one thing I did, so she wants you to do a provisional cast on, right? I didn't.
Oh, you just cast on.
I just cast on, and then I had to go back and pick up stitches. So I don't know if it made a difference. It does seem to maybe not lay as flat. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but at the back collar, the front collar is just fine.
Huh.
So
Well, it adds more structure there
yeah.
when you cast on. So maybe when you pick up stitches, you know, it makes it a little thicker right there. I mean, maybe it's
I
adding
don't
just
know.
more structure, and then, but you know what? You had it on yesterday when we were knitting together, and it looked gorgeous on. So
Thank you. And I knit the 45, and I blocked it to 44. It's still plenty big.
oh yeah, and
Yes.
this linen quill looks like it's been ironed.
It does.
Once it's blocked, and that's just patting it. You certainly didn't do any stretching, right?
No, I had to like push it in.
Yeah, she just pat it down, and it does such.
It is so
Yes.
so
Yeah.
soft.
And the three of us have all made the daily pullover with the linen quill.
Right.
And so maybe on the next episode,
We
all
can
three
all
of
wait.
us will wear it.
Yes, maybe the next or one
So-
after. Yeah.
Yeah, because
you'll
somebody
be
had
on.
asked
In
us.
the
Yeah,
next couple, yeah.
yeah, because somebody
Sure.
had asked us to all wear them at the same time.
Oh,
It's-
right. The next episode, though. You're
Right.
right. Yeah. You'll
Next
when I-
episode would
Yeah,
be
when I'm
perfect, probably
back,
before it
yeah.
gets too
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
It's a great pattern.
it is a great
Yeah.
pattern. I would recommend it. There's nothing hard about it. It's not hard to understand. It's very well written.
Yeah.
So I think a confident beginner.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the only thing, if you haven't, if you don't know how to use a crochet hook, the provisional cast on might be a challenge.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But it's easy enough to watch a YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
To figure out how to do a quick chain.
Yeah, or you can just do what I did and just cast on
Yeah.
and don't do the
Right.
provisional. So
Loosely cast on.
loosely cast on.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Absolutely. So my finish is what I'm wearing. I don't have another finish. Do you have another?
Same with me. This
Okay.
is my finish as well.
So do you have a whip?
I do.
I mean, aside from what you're wearing.
This is definitely a whip. And it's so I have made this before, and it is called the Cummerbund by Anna Strick. And I made it as she per instructions last time, because it has a cummerbund around the waist and on the sleeves. This time I'm going to do a ribbing around the waist and the sleeves. And I am doing this in,
Oh, it's gorgeous.
oh, this is it. I'm doing, the base yarn is Queensland Collection Rainbow Beach. And OMG, I love this color.
Oh, it is so incredible. You can't
And then
even-
I am holding it with Drops Kids Silk, and this is a colorway Raspberry. And those
cover our faces so they can see that really good. Get it up there so, because that is such beautiful yarn. Like, oh,
I might as well put
Yeah.
it right side up for you. And this. So I love the yellow streaks in here, and yeah, it's a gorgeous combination, and I'll show you.
oh my goodness gracious.
Because I've got it cast on, and this is actually the neck. This is the neck edge. And then, so, look at this. If I can get it unrolled.
The color is amazing.
The colors, yeah.
Oh, good. The natural light coming in the window is picking that up.
Here we go. Maybe
Really
that's
see
better.
it. Oh, that is going to be so beautiful.
Yeah, I've been like dying to do something with this, and
Well, you did a
That was
gauge swatch
so
with that a
neat.
long time ago, and it's like, oh my gosh.
right. So here it is. I decided to make the cummerbund again. It's a V-neck sweater as well, and it's going to be, like I said, it'll look different than the other.
Than
one.
the other, yeah.
because
it
we'll
will.
have ribbing instead. So
Yeah, I love that with the fade of the like the orangish color with the and then
Yeah.
from the pink.
It looks like sorbet, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
raspberry.
Yeah.
and orange.
So I don't know how this is. It's going to be interesting to see how all this changes. Let's see. This is the yarn I'm working on, and see the outside of it is that beautiful kind of orangey color, and then it changes to this really vibrant
Pink.
pink.
It's beautiful, but you've got the mohair is consistent color
Yeah,
throughout. So, oh, that yarn.
yeah.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
You're going to love it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I'm exactly on gauge, and I am making the size 48 because it's a drop shoulder.
The Queensland Rainbow Beach, what weight is that?
It's a sport weight.
Sport. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Wow. That's really nice.
thank you.
Do you have a whip?
I do. So over the last couple of episodes, I think I just started. It's the Arco Iris by Hohi Locatelli. And she's so inspirational to me. I've worked on a few of her patterns, and I saw her. She had an episode on Vogue Knitting Live where she talked about her life and how she started knitting, and it was just very moving and touching. So I'm loving working on her stuff.
Oh my
She
gosh.
is an amazing
I
lady.
love that yarn.
Look how much she's got done.
I know.
Here it is.
She had to rip up.
And I'm just starting. I had some troubles with the hem. Had to take it back and start over again because I had my cables not going the right way. So
That
it's
looks
now back in.
That's so pretty.
So
Though.
really happy with it.
Heck, I
It's
thought it
turning
was
out really.
beautiful when you only had like the top
Yeah.
part done. Now that you've got the
Yeah,
whole body done,
those
that yarn
speckles
just
in
keeps
it.
getting prettier.
And what kind of
prettier.
yarn
Yeah,
is it? Did
so-
you say?
This yarn is Sheepish Creations, and it's a superwash merino in a tweed, and it's a rainbow tweed. Here's what the label looks like, and here's
It is. It absolutely
yarn.
is. I'm jealous. That's my skein.
so it is coming along really nicely. I can't wait to work on the neckline because it's just gorgeous.
Oh, right. And it being super wash, it's not like you're going to break the yarn and have a tail to weave in.
Yeah.
Right. Because you can't spit splice.
Yeah.
Right, but
Oh, gosh.
yeah, it's really pretty. So
It's gorgeous.
That is, yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Well, it won't take you long
That-
now that you've ripped that whatever out that where
Right.
you had a like a false start on the hem.
So I'm working on size 3 on this one as well. which I think it's something like a 40, 40
Probably
inch.
around 40. Yeah, that's what we almost always do.
Yes. So,
Oh my gosh.
loving all the little colorful tweedy bits.
Yeah. I can, yep.
So I do have a few whips.
Go for
I
it.
don't have any finishes, but I do have a few whips. So I have Scrappy Striber #2 by Pia. And here it is. So I have just started, but I told you I love it so much that there's another one. So I'm using, in this case, Malabrigo Susurro yarn. And one of the colors is Teal Feather. So here's what, whoops, my phone is blocking things. These are my colors that I'm gonna be using on it. And I bought this, this is Polar Morn, and I got that color to do a different sweater with, but I have gray jeans and I just think that color combination is gonna look great with blue jeans. Claudia just brought me this gorgeous yellow color. Do you know what the name of it is?
Is there a tag inside?
No, it feels-
Oh, darn. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go with Pollen. Right? I mean, that's kind of what
That's
it looks
what it looks like. Yeah.
This is Matisse Blue. Actually, I have color number 415. And then this is Teal Feather. And I don't know if I've actually worn the sweater that I made out of this. So this is scraps from another one, and you're gonna see the sweater that I made out of Matisse Blue here in just a few minutes because I did some sweater surgery with it. But I am loving this. The Susurro yarn content, if you haven't worked with this, oh my gosh. So it's 50% mulberry silk, 25% merino wool, and 25% linen. And it has a sheen to it. So I think that for spring and early fall, this is gonna be really good. I did make a modification. So if you saw that up close here, so the pattern doesn't have any ribbing at the neckline, it just rolls slightly. And I thought to make them look different, I would go ahead and do ribbing at the neckline on this one. And so I think it'll open up just like what I'm wearing. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get
those
going
are such
with those.
beautiful colors. And that Susurro, we've all were inspired because Tammi had initially made a sweater with that, or was it you, Claudia?
no,
One of us
She
did.
made the Rolling Rock. I think.
And yes.
Oh, right, the
and
Rolling
so
Rock, yeah.
we all went and bought some, and we've all made sweaters. I made the Rolling Rock too because oh my gosh! But I can't wait. I've got 2 more sweater quantities of this yarn.
Oh, do you really?
Yes. So
Oh,
I'm anxious to make some other beautiful things with it.
There are so many colors out there too
Yes.
to choose from with that, and you
Yes.
can buy it almost anywhere.
Yes.
So,
I saw this color, this light green color.
oh,
and-
that pale.
Oh, yeah, and I'm like,
See, that would look good with this too. It might clash with the silver, but maybe not. Okay, so I've got just a sleeve to show you. So you all know that I've been working on a second Rift by Jared Flood for Rick. And I am happy to say I have finished one of the sleeves. And so this is in Brooklyn Tweed Shelter, and the colorway is Stormcloud. I want to bring it right up to the camera, see if you can see. Can you see all the blips of blue and tans and all the colors in there? I keep running across these pops of navy, which is going to make it just look so good with jeans. But all the shaping is done. This whole sleeve is completely finished. I just now, need to do the other. And I have the entire back done, but I just need to, from the armpit separation up, to finish that.
Way to go.
Yeah,
Way to
so-
go. Nice.
He, I told him he can't get snarky when you're doing something for him. He thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
So I
no
pick it
doubt.
up every once in a while and do it. Oh, there's the yarn and there's the label, Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. Okay, so I have another whip, and this one is the Lyrah by Natasja Hornby. And I have worked on the sleeve. I'm happy to report I'm getting some stuff done on here, so yay.
Beautiful.
It is the easiest pattern ever. I mean, look at the raglans and the way she did this neckline. Can you see that gorgeousness? Ugh.
And it doesn't look like an easiest pattern
No,
ever.
But it
doesn't.
is. I'm not
But,
kidding you. It
so
really. it
That's really
is.
encouraging.
Yeah, I mean,
Because,
it's just.
that is so pretty.
It's only slip stitches. This is, I mean, it's color work, of course, because slip stitches are color work. But so the yarn that I'm using for this, again, this is almost like it's the Purl Soho episode for me, but it's Wigeon by Purl Soho. And this colorway is Eucalyptus Gray. This one is Honeysuckle Pink and Whiskey Brown. I love that Whiskey Brown. I need a whole sweater of this. And this yarn is 100% Falkland wool, and I gotta tell you, it is glorious to work with. It is just, I don't know, maybe you'll be able to
gloriously soft.
Can you see the twist? Yeah, I think you can see the high twist. Oh, it's just so good. And it, being 100% wool, you can spit splice it, so there are no ends unless you, change colors or whatever. But holy moly, I am loving it. Loving it.
I bet.
So,
It's so pretty.
the only other thing that I have done is some sweater surgery. So I'll talk about that really quick. Again, this is another Malabrigo yarn, but this is Stars and Starlets by Hinterm Stein. And I'll show it real quick. Oh, look at the color. So Stars and Starlets, can you see? Yeah, I think the light's catching it just right. They go down the raglan. There's a little bit on the hem on one of the sides. I forget where it's located. Oh, down the side here. And then it just has this nice ribbing. But this yarn, I mean, you can see it almost looks like the Purl Soho linen quill. You can tell by the drape. But what happened was when I knit this initially a few years ago, the neckband was just too deep and it was just inappropriate for public wear. And I ended up putting an I-cord on it, and I talked about this on an episode or two ago where the I-cord was too tight and it made the front of it kind of come up. When I wear it, I sort of can do a front tuck with it and it made it not show, but I really wanted to fix it so it was right. Well, the collar that Claudia just talked about on her everyday
Daily pullover.
the daily pullover. You know how it's got that gorgeous center double D or triple. It's a double decrease, so you're using slip two.
You want me to?
Yeah.
This is what she's talking about right here. It's really a very pretty decrease.
It's just such a clean, classic look, and because the I-cord wasn't right, I could have pulled the I-cord out and just put another one in, but the bottom line was an I-cord, unless you made it tight, wasn't going to pull it in, and if you pulled it in, it made it pull up. So it was a bad choice in the first place, but I decided that since I had made that sweater and had that pattern, I pulled it out and used it to do the neckline. So I picked up stitches and, you know, yeah, it's a little different. And I haven't woven my ends in yet because I literally just finished this. But that
looks
was
good.
sweater surgery. I think so. I mean,
I think it looks great. It looks like it was supposed to be
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
Really.
Oh yeah.
and
it's
I
beautiful.
think what happened
Oh,
was
that's so beautiful.
that sweater is a size 40, and you can tell that when I'm holding it up that it is way bigger than a 40. I think that I did a gauge swatch, but you know, when it's this kind of content, they get the stitches just kind of, it's heavy, you know, and the weight of it pulls them out a little bit. And I think when I blocked it, it just, the weight of it from the water in it kind of gave it a little bit of a stretch. And I was so careful with it, but I don't think it was enough. I know you guys have had that before
That's
too.
really pretty how you did that. How you
It
made
is.
that
I really like it that
modification
way,
there.
actually.
God, that worked out
That worked
really well.
perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just that it's a center double decrease. I mean, you know, she didn't make that up. It's slip two. Slip two as if to
To knit. No,
knit.
knit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Slip
yeah.
them together as if to knit
them.
one, and then pass them
So two
over.
over, yeah.
And so it's just makes such a pretty center decrease. And so anyway, love this yarn. So I know how it's going to react and behave when I block it. And that blue happens to be what I'm using in my second Scrappy Striber because I had some of that left over. So way to go, right? That is scraps. That Scrappy Striber is scraps. It's my scraps and
my
it's
scraps.
So, and then the last one I want to talk about, and it's funny because I didn't realize that Claudia was bringing hers today, but the Cummerbund by Anna Strick. I had knit this a couple of years ago, and it was after I saw how gorgeous Claudia's was. And I initially decided to do a different kind of a bottom on it, but I since ripped it out and showed this once before because, so here it is finished. And I ended up putting ribbing on the bottom, and my most recent surgery was ribbing on the cuffs. And I just made them straight. There are no decreases here. Everything else is to pattern, but this is so warm. So in the pattern, to get gauge, she talked about using a DK weight yarn with mohair because she wanted it to be a very tight gauge. Well, you get a tight gauge, you also get a very bulky sweater. I mean, you can tell that there's not much drape here. Super warm and super comfy, and I love it, and it's so soft. This was knit with Drops Kid Silk in the color pink, but it's hot pink. It
beautiful.
is. The dark pink in here is the hot pink mohair. And then the DK weight that I held that together with is Knit Picks Capra DK that is in the colorway Blush. It is a super pale pink.
It's really pretty.
So it turned into a marled hot pink scrumptiousness. And now I'm really happy with it because the sleeves are the right length, and they're cuffed. I just didn't like that folded hem on them. It made it, because it's already bulky, it just made them stand out. You know, it just seemed like I felt like I was wearing a stiff something. And now it feels really good to be wearing it.
Yeah, I bet.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because I made mine in 2 lace weights.
Right.
Or like fingering
And lace.
Yeah.
And I was so envious of the drape.
Yeah, and you don't have that problem with the cuff or the hem.
Because yours is so
So
it's
so
so
light.
soft, yeah.
It's thinner. Yeah.
So, I mean, you can get that gauge obviously with lots of different yarns.
right.
And the drapier for that one, if you're going to turn it under and do that kind of double hem, the better, right?
Yeah.
When it's light.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. So, are you girls getting thirsty, or do you want to talk about something? Do you have?
I
wanna
do.
I bet we've got a couple of minutes left
Okay.
before we taste the wine.
Okay, so this is a yarn that I bought in Walla Walla, Washington. I love the name of it. It's called Pearls Before Wine. I mean, how perfect is that?
Yes.
For wool and wine girls to be doing pearls before
right. And so I did a swatch, and I think it's beautiful. I love the pink.
Oh my gosh.
And then here's the label. And yeah, so they also had this in green, and I have so many greens. I said, I'm going to do something different.
That's a magenta color,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
it is. It's really warm. It's beautiful. And I am going to make the Cadre Latte sweater out of it. And Janet has done one already, so yeah, I think it's going to be perfect. It's a very simple sweater. It has raglans,
Yeah.
and so with this kind of a yarn, you don't want anything too much. It has to be something simple.
Right. Did you hold
Yeah.
the skein up? Yeah, hold the skein up so they can see the zebra stripes, what it looks like out in the skein before.
Here's the skein. So you can see it just has and it's 100% wool.
That is just so good. Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Yes.
That color is so
Isn't that
lovely.
pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I was almost hesitant because we're getting into spring, and I'm like, well, I'm starting to think more spring knits, but
I'm feeling the same way too. It's like, well, I'm not quite done with my winter things yet. So.
Yeah.
So
make
it
a
doesn't
spring
matter
thing, and
if we don't get them done right away. We don't get them done right away
Right.
because we won't need them.
Well,
Hopefully.
yeah, I mean, but it doesn't get hot here till June. And this is only, the end of April.
Right. So
We have a month.
we have time.
We have a month.
We'll have cool nights.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is that what you're taking on your trip then?
I am thinking that's what I'm going to take on my trip. And I might even take the Queen Cowl, the
Killer Queen.
Killer Queen Cowl. Yes, I have my yarn for that as well. So
Oh yeah, that's by Lyrical Knits.
And
I'll put
it's-
a picture in.
yeah, it's beautiful. These two have already made it, and yeah, I just
Well,
felt like I
mine's a-
needed something different
Yeah,
because I've been
yeah.
doing so much knit.
Oh.
I'm ready for a change.
Well, it sounds like the guys are here to do
They're
our
mowing.
mowing, of course. Because it's only, I don't know, 3:15 in the afternoon. So hopefully, do we want to head over to the wine tasting
Yes.
table
Yes,
before they
we
get the
do.
blowers out?
Yes, let's do that.
All right, see you in a minute.
All right.
Okay, so what are we tasting
We're
today?
tasting the Revelry Cabernet Sauvignon from Red Mountain.
Ooh.
And it's a 2017 vintage. And it comes from Walla Walla, like where Claudia just was talking about her yarn, where she got her yarn from. So the taste characteristics, it says it's pretty much on the, kind of close to the bold side. It's more on the tannic side and more on the dry side, a little more acidic, which is always what we seem to tend to gravitate towards. So the profile, like the characteristics are cedar,
Oh wow, you can smell the cedar.
mocha, and chocolate. It has a lot of blackberry, dark fruits, and blueberry.
Yeah, I can see that.
And spices are licorice, anise, and pepper.
Pepper. Yeah. I'm not getting so much anise though.
I'm not either. Somebody must have had a very good palate to be able to get that out of it.
Yeah.
Toast, yes. It smells toasty. It does. It smells almost. But man, there's something I'm smelling that's not.
Yeah, I can't
Does it
figure
have
out
some-
what it is. Maybe it's a little smoke. Maybe that's the toast.
Yeah, it has a little smoke. It's
It's not a. It's a different smoke than I'm used to.
Right. I wonder if it's what they're calling cedar. Because that's sort of a sharp.
yes.
Yeah, could be.
Wow, that's delicious. Man, that sweater looks so good.
Yes,
You're
it does.
completely in frame, by the way. I know you can't see that. I pushed this bottle over because it was right in front of my face. It looked like it was going right up my nose. But you're completely
that.
in frame.
Oh, God.
And that looks so good.
It's a little puckery right here. I'm not sure.
Well, I think when you block the whole thing, when it's
It'll
all
s-
done,
it'll
the
flatten
weight,
out.
yeah,
Yes.
because there's no weight on the sleeves yet and all that.
I hope that's true.
Oh, I hope so too, because it's so gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
But what the heck, if you want to knit another,
You never know.
there's
Yeah,
always
I
that
do.
option.
I just might.
So Pia, thanks again for having us on your
Yeah.
show. We're so
Yes.
happy to be part of your knit-a-thon. I don't know what you're working on because it hasn't started yet. We're pre-recording this since
Yeah.
Claudia's leaving.
Okay, I don't see the red light on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on.
it's going.
It's flashing.
I see it on the bottom right.
Yeah, it says record down there.
Ah.
We're still on.
Okay,
We're
we're still
good.
recording.
Yeah, we're good. But anyway, that we have a lot of new viewers just because they're Pia's viewers. So if you like the content, please give us a thumbs up
Yeah.
and subscribe because we'd love to have you on a regular basis.
Yeah.
We're always happy to have everybody.
Uh-huh.
This
Yeah.
community is so fabulous.
It really is. It's amazing. And I had, when I started knitting, I had no idea what a huge community it was.
Oh, right, right.
I had no idea. It's like, I'm shocked. I'm
Oh,
still kind of
me
in
neither.
shock.
We have an announcement to make.
Yeah.
We're going to be going to Rhinebeck, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We are. We
We
are
are.
Rhinebeck bound. We have to figure out what we're knitting though. We don't know what our Rhinebeck sweaters are going to be. It might be whatever we make, but there's a couple of months between now and when we have to decide. So who knows?
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody comes out with something that we just can't turn away from.
Yeah. That
That'd
could
be really fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Getting
so-
very
we're-
excited about that.
Yeah, we're trying to be on yarn diets so we can splurge there, but I'm having a little hard time with that.
I know, right?
I guess we all are.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
you
are.
have to have a snack every now and then.
Yeah.
Let's call it a low buy year, not a no buy,
Yeah,
because we're still supporting all those yarn dyers.
Yeah, that's right.
That we are.
But Pia, here's to you. Thank you again.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Cheers.
That is scrumptious. Wowza.
Yeah, it is.